Let us see TDS scrutiny process. User has to take overview of mapping automatically done by LedgerVision for following groups: fixed assets, direct expenses, indirect expenses, purchases, sundry creditors, sundry debtors, cash, bank, loans and advances, loans and liability, provisions, prepaid expenses, and TDS payable ledgers. TDS payable can be found under duties and taxes or under current liabilities or under provisions. All categories are automatically mapped by LedgerVision. Next is TDS mapping. In this window, all those ledgers are listed from the group which is mapped in front of TDS payable category in category mapping page. Other than TDS ledgers, all other ledgers are kept as NA. Software automatically maps TDS payable ledgers, but user has to take overview to see whether correct ledgers are mapped or not, as there can be spelling mistakes by accountant in TDS ledger names. Otherwise, user can use drop-down list to select correct TDS payable ledgers. Let us see how LedgerVision provides TDS scrutiny report. On overview page, user can see TDS overview link. User can click this hyperlink to go to TDS report. There are 3 TDS reports on screen. One is TDS scrutiny report, second one is TDS party-wise bifurcation report, third one is TDS expenses-wise bifurcation report. User can download the TDS reports to Excel by clicking download arrow. Processing reports in Excel format is very easy. One can use filters, pivot tables, etc. in Excel data. In Excel file, first sheet contains index of reports. One can use hyperlinks to jump to reports and jump back to index page. Ledger Fusion checks TDS from payment to creditors, payment to debtors, provision and prepaid entries, loans and advances, loans and liabilities, fixed assets, direct bank payment, direct cash payment. There are 2 types of TDS entries. One is expense account debit to party account and to TDS account, that is combined entry. Another type of entry is expenses to party and then party to TDS ledger. This is separate entry for recording expenses and recording TDS. Both type of entries are captured by LedgerVision, because LedgerVision works on totality basis. Now in first report, use Excel filters and filter out fail option in column number F. Fail means wrong TDS calculation. Here one can see that bank account is considered as party account as all expense entry are directly debited to bank. One can cross-verify with column review in Tally. In this case of factory rent ledger, total expense amount is Rs 5,60,000. So a 10% applicable TDS is Rs 56,000, but in Tally only Rs 25,000 are deducted as TDS. That's why LedgerVision is showing this as fail entry, as less TDS deducted. In case of section 194C, it checks whether total expenses amount is crossing Rs 1 lakh, or any single payment entry is crossing Rs 30,000. Next report is party-wise TDS summary. This report shows columns like Tally Group, Tally Ledger Name, PAN Number, Tally TDS Ledger, TDS Category, etc. In column O, LedgerVision shows advance amount, if any, paid by any particular party, so that user can verify whether TDS is deducted or not. Next report is TDS expenses wise. This is very important report. It contains details of all expenses and fixed assets. Tabular format contains party, TDS as well as expenses details. User has to use filter and go to column I, that is status column. There are various filters available like excess TDS deducted, less TDS deducted, no TDS deducted, etc. User has to filter out less TDS deducted and no TDS deducted. Column N shows applicable amount of TDS and column O shows actual amount of TDS. When actual amount is less than applicable amount of TDS. In column Q, LedgerVision calculates disallowance at the rate of 30%. User is required to use pivot table for getting clause 34A data. Use pivot table and select TDS category, total expenses, TDS applicable and TDS deducted columns. In case of section 192B, that is salary, only deducted TDS amount is given as it is very difficult to calculate applicable amount of TDS to all employees. Mapping and feed in information of all employees and their declaration is very difficult.